You gotta check this out. I'm a big Simpsons fan, and I'm a big video game fan. So The Simpsons Hit and Run was an amazing game. I absolutely loved it. And one of the best things about it is how massive the game was and all that you can do in it. Minecraft is pretty much very similar. It's hugely celebrated. It's famed for its blend of survival and building gameplay and how large the open world is. Minecraft has fostered a creative community of players who often push the bounds of the game, showing the impressive things players can create in it. In a recent project, one Minecraft player proved this point by recreating Springfield. Yes, the fictional town in The Simpsons, which took the best part of about a year to build. What's more, they used a clever technique to get the town looking just right. Since the early 1990s, the Simpsons franchise has spawned many memorable games. Some popular titles include The Simpsons Cartoon Studios, a cartoon creator released back in 1996. Simpsons Tapped Out, it was kind of a freemium city building game released to mobile devices back in 2012. But of course, this project is likely to remind gamers of The Simpsons Hit and Run, the 2003 action-adventure game developed by Radical Entertainment, which is arguably the most beloved game from the Simpsons franchise to date. Revealing the build in a post to the Our Minecraft community on Reddit, a user named BlocksterCraft shared an aerial flyover video of their exceptional project. BlocksterCraft spent 7 months producing the Minecraft recreation of Springfield. To achieve the right look, they designed their own custom Minecraft texture pack. This allowed the build to have the correct color palette and preserve some of the finer details on buildings, such as detailing the windows. The town is carefully recreated, featuring many of the major landmarks referenced in The Simpsons. This includes locations such as Springfield Elementary, Lard Lad Donuts, the Duff Stadium, and the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant, among many others. The tour ends at the doorstep of 742 Evergreen Terrace, the famous fictional address of The Simpsons. Reddit users reacted with praise to the build, showering the post with Reddit awards and kind comments. But it's the layout of BlocksterCraft Springfield that has caused debate among gamers, with some questioning how they decided among the design. In the Simpsons TV series, the layout of the town lacks continuity from episode to episode. The same is true for the Simpson games. Commenting on Reddit, gamers compared the layout to The Simpsons Hit and Run, but also The Simpsons game in 2007 and The Simpsons Virtual Springfield of 97. BlocksterCraft hasn't yet revealed their strategy for planning the layout, but it might be a custom design informed by layouts from The Simpsons movie, games, and TV shows. Despite spending several months on the project, BlocksterCraft says it is unfinished, suggesting that there could be an update on this amazing build in the near future. Minecraft is available now on mobile devices, the PC, PS4, Switch, and of course, the Xbox One. SpaceX's first orbital starship, the SN-20, is stacked atop its massive Super Heavy booster for the second time. The first time was back on August 6, 2021. This time, SpaceX's co-founder and CEO Elon Musk wanted to have a nice visual aid to point to during his highly anticipated Starship presentation that happened recently. That talk was an update about Starship, the giant vehicle that SpaceX is developing to take people and cargo to the moon, Mars, and beyond. Starship consists of two fully reusable elements, a huge booster called Super Heavy, and a 165-foot tall 50 meters spacecraft called the Starship. Musk spoke at Starbase, the South Texas facility where SpaceX builds and tests its Starship vehicles. As backdrops go, this is a good one, Musk said on Twitter recently. He was replying to a tweet by Teslarati, which posted a story recently about the Starship stacking. The stacking involves a Super Super Heavy called Booster 4 and the Starship prototype SN20. This duo will launch on the Starship program's first ever orbital test flight, a milestone that's currently targeted for early March. SpaceX has stacked Booster 4 and SN20 before. The company did so last August, briefly creating a 390-foot tall behemoth, the biggest launch vehicle ever built. For comparison, NASA's Saturn V moon rocket stood 363 feet, or about 110 meters tall. Thursday's update was a substantial one. It's the first in-depth Starship progress report that Musk has given since way back in September of 2019. Musk originally unveiled SpaceX's plans for what would eventually become its Starship program back in 2016. Since then, the company has rapidly built and sometimes destroyed several versions of Starship prototypes, while also securing a NASA contract to use Starship vehicles to land astronauts on the moon under the agency's Artemis program. There's also another story about SpaceX. It's a video that has captured a striking view of two critical moments in any rocket launch: the stage separation for its booster and the nose cone jettison. The vehicle, which SpaceX released on YouTube recently, shows the company's January 31st launch of a Falcon 9 rocket carrying the Italian Earth observation satellite Cosmos SkyMed's second-generation FM2. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk wrote on Twitter recently, "Extended tracking shot of the Falcon 9." The new video does not show the moment of liftoff. Instead, it starts several minutes after launch when the veteran Falcon 9 rocket, which has flown twice before, was near stage separation. It's a milestone that occurs about 2 minutes and 19 seconds into flight. After 26 seconds into the video, the high-powered tracking camera watching the Falcon 9 captured that moment as the first stage of the 230-foot, 70-meter rocket separated from its upper stage, then backed away and flipped over to begin the journey back to Earth. Puffs of nitrogen gas can be seen as the booster fired maneuvering jets to reorient itself in space. The first stage ultimately landed just under 8 minutes after launch, with a touchdown at SpaceX's Landing Zone 1 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. You can watch the full Falcon 9 launch and landing video on their YouTube page. Another key moment occurs about 4 minutes and 7 seconds into the video when the clamshell-like payload fairings covering the SGS-2 satellite popped free and fell away. The payload fairing makes up the Falcon 9 nose cone and protects satellites from aerodynamic stresses of flight during liftoff. It separates once the rocket is high enough that the fairing is no longer needed, shedding unnecessary weight for the upper stage. Like the Falcon 9 first stage, SpaceX hoped to recover the twin payload fairings, which also had flown before, in order to reuse them on a future flight. Musk has said the company can save $5 million by reusing its payload fairings, which it fishes from the ocean with recovery boats.